Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of my Speaking Podcast. It's your boy, Dark Side of Daryl, Sanchez, South Carolina Finest, Arnberg County on. We back at it again, give you another very exciting episode. And I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to my homeboy on the other side. Y'all already know who he is, but I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, man? Your boy Mike, a.k.a. Booba Choke Yourself.
Hey, man, we may not all be right, we may not all be wrong.
But I was going to get our mouse opinion what we're speaking on.
For sure. With that being said, man, we're just going to jump right into some of the NBA, a little bit of college. But we're going to go ahead and get on the NBA side first, It's after the All-Star break, We're going to hop on the Charlotte Hornets. They lost 2 games, but then they won the other night. So what do you think about the Charlotte Hornets? Because they got Diabate, he's out. When he coming back?
No, they see last night they were their last game last night. They without him and Bridges.
Okay.
So about the Hornets, when they had a 4-game suspension, Miles Bridges and Diabate,
Yep.
they beat the Hawks before the NBA All-Star break.
Yep.
Came back and lost to Houston, and then lost to Cleveland. Then they blew out Washington last night. So I said to myself, they go 2-2 without the 2 starters.
Yep.
And that's what they did.
Good.
They basically went 2-2, but it's gonna be pivotal for them the next week because when I looked at their schedule, they got Chicago, they got Indiana, they got Portland coming up. Them the next 3 games.
Those 3 winnable games.
See, my thing is they went on a 9-game winning streak. To me, they have to go on another 6, 7, 8 game winning streak.
Yeah.
And these games coming up, the Washington game and the next 3 I just said,
they gotta win them.
Them like 4 in a row you can win.
Yeah.
You gotta stack these wins because like I say, and right after we play Portland, that's when we play Boston. We ain't played Boston all year, we played Boston. So the thing is, we still gotta play some tough teams going down the road, but we ain't played Boston all year. We done with Washington. And right after Boston is Miami. So now we got to start playing the teams we're trying to catch. So it's pivotal for the next 3 games. They got to win these next 3 games. So they have a 4-game winning streak going into Boston, playing Boston. But, like I say, they did okay. And LaMelo went crazy last night, 37 points, 10 threes, 37. I mean, like I say, 10 out of 15 threes.
Yeah.
He had 37. Knipper had 28.
Yeah.
Brandon Miller had 22. I think everybody know the recipe for the Hornets now is when them 3 score and add Miles when he come back and when them 3 score, they're hard to beat. So
they're hard to beat. Yep.
Let's just see. Hopefully the rush ain't gonna hurt Diabate and Miles too much when they play Chicago tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Hopefully the rush, but like I say, we'll see.
That should be a winnable game. Like I said, hopefully, like I said, they'll come in there and do what they got to do. That should be a winnable game for them. What you think about like I said, the games just started out. Like I said, LA got blew out last night.
You need to talk about that because what Jaylen Brown doing is special this year. What he's doing is special.
Amazing. Like he single-handedly, I want to say single-handedly because I know it's a team sport, but he top 5 in defense and offense, man. And he kind of like pretty much letting everybody know, I'm worth that money that, they gave me. You see what I'm saying?
You think about what you're saying.
Yeah.
Boston is number 2 in the East. Without Tatum.
They're about 5 games behind Detroit, I think. So
but regardless, Detroit having a hell of a year.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is making a lot of if Tatum was there, would Detroit be number 1? Let's just be honest. Would they be number 1?
True.
But Jaylen Brown has kept Boston right there. And they're number 2 without Jason Tatum all year long. So Jaylen Brown, like if you had to have the MVP race right now, to me it's only 1 and 1A. It's Jaylen Brown and it's got to be Cade Cunningham. That's got it because Cade Cunningham to me, he is, when I say he's special, he's a different kind of, he's a 6'8" point guard that he's learning now his 3-pointers going in. His mid-range was already good and he going to the basket.
Yep.
I don't know how you're going to stop somebody 6'8" coming down the lane like that.
And he comes down the lane with force and he is in control. He just don't be running down there, doing what, but he's in control. His first couple of years in the league, you're a rookie, you learn this stuff. Now it just seems he done turned out, he done find what works best for him, and he done tweaked it. And you know what I'm saying? He done got that engine running right. You know how when you're dead outside, he working on the engine, and that engine don't sound kind of he calibrating them smart
just the throttle. He's just in the throttle on it.
Yeah.
But it's to me, I think some people like Cade Cunningham, the game gets slower. You start to figure out when you first come in the league. I think a lot of guys come in the league, it's overwhelming. Like, whoa,
it's fast. Yeah.
But once you now, like for me, Knipper, I hate to harp back on him. his game, I hear a lot of people saying this. I mean, worldwide. I'm talking about like ESPN, Fox. I hear all the analysts talking about him. They knew he was gonna be a pretty decent player.
They
They
know he
didn't know
could
he
be
was gonna
like
be
that.
like this.
Yeah.
So, and the thing about him, for me, you try to speed him up. You try to, and Khan just play at his own
He
level.
playing his own game.
He don't take a lot of bad shots. He don't force up shots. Like last night, he was 4 for 8 and threes. No, he had 5 threes. He was 5 for 9 for threes.
Yeah.
He almost on the cusp of shooting 90% from the free throw line, 50% from the floor, and 40% from threes. That's unheard of. That's unheard of. But getting back to Cade Cunningham, I think when he came out of Oklahoma State, I think everybody wanted to be that superstar then.
Yeah.
But it just took him a couple years. But now he's on the cusp. And let's not. I'm gonna just be honest about Detroit team. Detroit, they got a whole bunch of stars on their team, but they play that gritty kind of defense, and they're gonna make you play their kind of game.
Yeah.
And Jalen Duren has turned into a monster now down low.
He a monster.
So,
I was getting ready to say, yeah, he a monster.
Yeah. So, like I say, Detroit is. I mean, but when I say the MVP should go to one of those two, because Jalen Brown.
Can't go wrong either way.
Yeah. Either way, you couldn't go either way. Because like I said, SGA been hurt. Joker's been hurt this year.
Yep.
Now, Wemby, if you had to go 1, 2, 3, I think Wemby will come in third, maybe.
Third.
Or him. Well, Luka, or maybe Luka. I'm not sure, but like I say, for me, it's got to be those to be the top 4 right now. But Jalen Brown and Cade Cunningham is it for me.
Easy. That's easy 1, 2. Like I said, you can't go wrong with either or on those sides. Shoot, I'm trying to think. Like I said, like I said, it's after the All-Star break. Everybody's still trying to get back into the groove of things. You know what I'm saying? You got my man over there at Cleveland.
James Harden.
They're still trying to work their little stuff out over there.
No, they had a 7. They just had what's coming the end of their streak last night. OKC beat them without.
Yeah.
But see, Shea Gillis ain't even playing.
He ain't playing.
And they short-handed. And
you know why?
Beat them last night.
They dug this stuff a whole early because they was down by 23 in the first quarter. So, Cleveland, hey, OKC was up by 23.
Yeah, but see that's what I wanted to see when Charlotte played them without Miles and Diabate. But like my daddy told me something the other day. My daddy say, catch Charlotte now because next year they done figured out what to do.
Yeah.
So I just hope Charlotte ain't too big of a hole not to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I just tell you what, the future is bright for this team here. But like I say, last night with Cleveland, that was the first time they lost since James Harden been there. But like I say, you're gonna have your little rough patches. Like I say, you gotta figure out a jail. But okay.
I'm trying to see how it come in once Kobe White get up in there with Charlotte. How that gonna work out?
Well, that's another thing. I mean, I'm kind of concerned now. They say he's gonna be back after the All-Star break. He ain't back yet. So I don't know when he's gonna play. I don't know if he's gonna play tomorrow night in Chicago.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Charlotte just holding him off saying, hey, we've been winning without you.
Make sure he's real healthy.
Yeah. Because like I said, I think what Charlotte probably doing with him is making sure when he does come back, you don't want him to come back a couple games and he hurt it again.
Yeah.
So I think maybe Charlotte just taking their time with him. But to me, personally, when he come off that bench, he's an automatic 6 man who can put the ball in the hole.
Yeah, it's instant offense, But he come out there, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, so we gonna go a little bit over to the college, man. We talking about my man from Kansas, man.
Darren Peterson.
Yeah. Hey, man. He looking like Kawhi Leonard 2.0 to me, but what you think, man?
When you said that today, man, I didn't get what you was trying to say, but yeah. Play when you want to play.
Play when you want to play, man.
I would say it's a lot of things I want to say about this kid, man, because I think when you play AAU ball and everybody around you in high school and AAU ball telling you the man and you this, that, and the other, he came into college and dominated the first 7, 8 to 10 games. Then all of a sudden, dude just started saying, I'm going to play the first half and take myself out. So it's almost like Bill Self was looking at when there was Oklahoma State game. I think he had like 17, 18 the first half, played 3 minutes second half, and then sat down the rest of the game. And this is my biggest issue with him. If you want to just quit on the team, go ahead and quit. Because NCAA tournament's coming up soon. You got guys on scholarship that's not going to be able to go to the NBA. This is the biggest opportunity they ever going to have with you on the team trying to win a championship. So if you're going to be a selfish person and say, you know what, I'm not going to go out there to get hurt and I ain't going to play hard. Now, see, you hurt yourself with me. If I'm a general manager, I'm a team owner in the NBA. Is your motor really running, or do you really care about the game, or do you really love the game? Because I can question all that. But when they get to the combine in Chicago, they're gonna ask him. He's gonna have a lot of questions to answer when they get there. They be like, "Hey, man, was you really hurt, or did you want to play, or was you sitting back?" I mean, but to me, whatever answer you give them gonna be bad. Because if you say, "Well, I was dialing it back, I really didn't want to go out there and play hard," why should I take you with number 1 or 2 pick? I could take AJ Bonster, or I could take Caleb Wilson, or I could take Cam Boozer. At least they playing. I mean, so it's a lot of questions. You can hurt yourself. You can help yourself. To me, he hurt himself. To me, now he can play. Don't get it twisted.
He can play.
Listen, he can probably. I seen Jay Billis say he can average 20 points right now in the NBA. I won't doubt that. I won't doubt that. But guess what? If you ain't got it here in your heart, and you ain't got it that motor, I don't need you. I don't want you.
Yeah,
and who that sound like? Sound like Ace Bailey, don't it?
Yeah, he doing a lot of things where you don't want that negative light coming on you out of college already. You ain't even suit up yet to even get into the NBA draft, and because you're gonna have, like I said, these guys asking you all these questions. Hey man, what's really going on with you? Now it may be something he got going on. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's always a backstory there.
We don't know.
With your teammates, hey, they need you, man. They can't count on you. That's gonna be kind of crazy. Like I said, coming in March with the March Madness. And also, we're going to talk about another sleeper guy that I'm going to tell you about, my man from Arkansas, the point guard,
Man,
Derek Acuff Jr. Hey, man, he one of them ones.
Hey.
He one of them ones.
When I heard this stat, somebody said something about John Calipari. I didn't want to believe it. They said out of all the point guards, the John Walls, the Murrays, the Shea Gillis, the Booker, all the guards, John Walls, all the guards he had.
Roses, Rose.
They said that he might be the best out of, and I'm like, hold up now. But if I needed a point guard, and when I watched him play the other day, he played a smooth pace.
Smooth, man.
It's like you know how the people say they drink them bourbons and stuff. They want smooth.
It's smooth.
Hey,
it don't burn going down.
It ain't burn going down. It just he got if you ain't seen this game yet, he got a smooth game. But when I say this about college basketball, what I am excited about, and I think in the NBA they should be excited about too, the last 10 years been dominated by international people getting drafted, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not taking that from, because everybody deserves to play. If you're good enough, you can be the NBA. But this gonna be the first year, I think, in the last 10 years, when the draft come up in June, you might hear the first 20 picks might be USA. It might not be international people.
Yeah.
Because who's talking about a Cuff from Arkansas? Who's talking about the point guard from Louisville?
Yeah.
We're talking about another guard in, I think, in Illinois.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about AJ Bonster. We ain't talking about Dan Peterson and Caleb Wilson and Boozer. None. Listen, it might be 15 to 20 guys in USA that might be taking the first 20 picks. And that's finally saying something about, like, hey, Wimbiana and them took over and all that. But guess what? USA teams, we players are finally coming back.
And you know why I think, another thing I think that's helping with that is that NIL, because they're staying in school. They're just staying out here.
See, I seen Bo Jackson talking the other day about that. I don't know if you saw Bo Jackson on.
I didn't see it.
He was on Shaq podcast.
Okay.
He said NIL is messing up. It's true.
Yeah.
But I think NIL for football is bad for football.
Yeah.
Basketball. I think it's good, because guess what? Instead of these guys going to the G League and not playing college ball that 1 year, or going to Australia like a Melo Ball and did, you go to play college one year and you show what you can do. So even if they leave, you look how excited everybody is about college and March Madness this year, because to me, there is no clear-cut team to say this team is going to win. Like, Duke just beat Michigan yesterday at a new sport. And now Duke is number 1 in the country. But we seen Carolina beat Duke at home.
But
we seen Carolina turn around and get beat by Miami and SMU and Stanford and whatever other team.
It's pretty much an even playing field.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, because one thing about March Madness is different from any other pro sports: football, basketball, baseball. More so football and basketball. These kids gonna play from their heart. When they get into that tournament, they're not gonna be thinking about the NIL money they make. They're trying to win the championship for their school, who they representing. So to me, it's going to be a great March Madness, like it always. I think it's going to be better this year. So, and I think it's going to be a lot of upsets. I don't think you're going to be able to say this team, Arizona or Duke or Michigan, is going to win. No. Whoever get hot at the right time.
Whoever get hot.
Like I say, if you got a special player like Acuff or you got the Peterson or the AJ. See, they can carry a team to the final, like Carmelo Anthony did. But let's see what happens, though. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it definitely depends on, like I said, whoever gets that good run, whoever get in their bracket and knock out the teams, and like I said, it can be an upset any day of the week. Cause like I said, it's not a true number one team out here.
And you're jockeying, and everybody's jockeying now because when the seeds come out, you want to get the best seed so you can try to avoid that upset. So I mean, I know all about that. When Virginia get beat, the first number one getting beat by 16, UMBC.
But I think it really is going to be some upsets because, like I was saying, now these guys are staying in college. You know, they're better in the game because they're getting paid, so they ain't got to try to go to the NBA or the G League.
But that's the biggest thing. Like I say, I think NIL is good for college basketball.
Yeah,
I think it hurts college football because these guys be staying 5, 6 years and they keep transferring every year. But I mean, like, you know, a lot of these college players coming out now, you look at, like, I think I read somewhere today, dude was at USC. I meant to tell you about this dude at USC. He was in, I'm going to show you how long he's been in college. He was in college with Michael Parsons. Him and Michael Parsons went to college the same year.
Dang.
The same exact year. He went to USC, and I got to pull it up. He went to USC. He tore his knee and his ankle 4 years. 4. Then he turned around and played 4 years. But he got hurt. He got hurt again in between one of them years. He got a 9th year eligibility this year. He could go back to college next year. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the cat 27, 28 years old, gonna be in college. But he was a linebacker. He went to USC. And I got to pull up and show it to you. But I mean, I salute the young man because he still got to drive. But bruh, you about to get a 401k in now college. I ain't never heard that before. So I'm like, bruh, come on, man. Hey, after a while, you got to go, man.
He already invested in college.
Hey, listen, I mean, after a while, man, you got jokers coming at 18 years old, and you 28, 29. Come on, man. I mean, they gotta stop this,
man. Hey, man.
Yeah, he got a pension already. He ain't got to go to pros.
Yeah, you got to go to pros. Yeah,
so
right
but
there.
And I do want to say this before we really get out here.
Yeah,
we don't really know the story, but Rondale Moore was found dead in his garage at 25 years old. And if anybody know his story, when he came out of Purdue, if I'm not mistaken, he came out of Purdue. He got drafted by Arizona.
Yeah.
He tore his knee that first year. The next year, he came back in the preseason game, tore the other knee.
Yep.
Then he got traded to Minnesota and got hurt. He's been hurt pretty much his whole career.
Yeah.
They are saying that he was in the garage, the gun was over there, wasn't nobody. They don't suspect foul play, but just know that when these guys are in these positions, reach out and talk to these people because you don't know what he's going through. People always want to label somebody as a bust or this, that, and the other. If he did take his life, we don't know what that young man was going through. So I want to say prayers out for him and his family.
Thanks that he had just tweeted Hollywood Brown, like then the Hollywood Brown one, his best friend. He just tweeted him like maybe an hour or two before, like before it happened. He like, bro, you just tweeted me. I just talked to you like a couple hours prior. Like, you should have said something. Like, you could have called me, man.
But listen, if it's a mental health, and like I say, with that kid, he's only 25.
Yeah.
I don't think Rondale Moore's been on the field 3-4 games in his whole career.
Yeah.
So those injuries might have affected him, and he'd be like, you know what?
Took a
I
toll
came
on
out of
him.
college supposed to be so high, and all of a sudden, so you got to check on people, man, because J.J. Watt was tweeting out after that, like, man, they showed something I saw something on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they were showing J.J. Watt, the kid had missed a pass in practice. This is training camp. And he was over there soaking in. J.J. Watt said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "I dropped the pass." J.J. Watt said, "So? This is Wednesday. We ain't even got the Sundays yet. You drop a pass." He said, "Just go back out there, work behind the gun after practice." He was just trying to, get the kid. He was like, it was J.J. Watt toward the end of his career, but I'm just saying, but you don't know what people go through, man. So, I mean, it's sad to see a man 25 years old. If he did take his own life, just, God bless him, man. But, hey, I feel for him.
Yeah, that's sad right there, man. Like I said, always check on your folks, man. Even though they may not say nothing to you, they may just brush it off. It may be one of those moments that when you do check up on them, hey, man, you okay? Are you good? That may be one of those saving grace moments that you never know might turn the path or keep them from doing what they plan on doing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, check on your folks, man, because like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on out here, man. It's a lot of stress, a lot of, whirling turmoil. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of wars. You got the ICE thing going on. You know what I'm saying? You got the economy looking all crazy. You got people losing jobs. It's a lot, man, especially for everybody, but especially for black men themselves. You know what I'm saying? We're already on a lot of scrutiny and on a lot of stress. So, man, check on your folks, man. at least check on them, tell them you love them when you say, hey, man, I love you, man. Hey, make sure everything good, you know what I'm saying? Check on your folks, man.
Yeah, cause that kind of hurt when I saw. I mean, cause
Yeah.
I knew his story coming out, and I knew he had missed the first couple of years.
Yeah.
And I knew he was supposed to be a good receiver, a dynamic receiver coming out of Purdue, I think it was.
Yeah, Purdue, yep.
And he just it never had happened for him. And like I say,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know if that had something to do with it. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, once you start having these injuries after year, you got to keep
Yeah.
going through rehab. And he might have been like, you know what, I'm tired, and
Yeah.
who knows? But just check
Mhm.
on people, man. That's all I say. Check on them, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. With that being said, man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure y'all check on one another, man. Make sure y'all love on one another, man. Anything else you want to say before we step on out of here, Mike?
Yeah, man. I think this is the perfect opportunity for me to say. I said this about a month and a half ago, or 2 months ago on the show. Pray for my man T, and he succumbed and he passed on Friday. They're setting up the funeral arrangements now. Anybody knew my homeboy? I've been knowing T probably since I was 7, 8 years old. Anybody know him, man? The nicest guy in the world, had the biggest smile, light up a room. All he wanted to do was giggle and smile. And when I first met him, we was playing, we moved in the neighborhood. As a black kid, I love baseball. Come to find out, he loved baseball. We instantly clicked. And it's funny, I'd had people come and go in my life, which everybody gonna have people come and go.
Yeah.
That's one guy I can honestly say I knew him for 42 years, 42, 43 years. We never had an argument. We never fussed. We never fight. He was just a genuine guy. Like, he had my back and I had his. So when he went to school, first in high school, I had his back. I watched him. I told his mama I would watch his back. He's a year under me. So I said, listen, I got him. So where we went, that's like family. He just like family.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a sad occasion. I just want to apologize to people. I haven't posted no shorts or nothing, but I've been crying and going through a whole lot. So I just want to say, man, anybody just say a prayer for his family. Cause like I said, he done lost his wife. He left 2 girls behind. So just shout out to my man T Walker. And I want to say this show is for him, man.
And shout out to T Walker, man. Shout out to all his friends and family, man. Make sure you uplift his wife and his daughters, man. Keep them up in prayers, man. Keep them covered up in the blood of Jesus, man. Covering from the crown of their head to the soles of their feet, man. Make sure you uplift them. Cause this a very emotional time, a very stressful time. But like I said, he's in a better place. T, so he won't be suffering no more. So we all gonna go there, we all gonna have to leave this earth sometime. But like I said, make sure you check on somebody, man. Make sure you tell them you love them, man. Tell your family, your folks, your friends, man. Whenever you see them, man, each and every day, man. Hey, man, I love it, because you never know what tomorrow brings. We could be going here today, going tomorrow. So
That's
man,
right.
prayers up to T and his family, man. Prayers up to Mike and Key and all of his friends and family over there on Exit 4, man, Nation 4, man. Prayers up to y'all, man. We're going to keep y'all in our prayers.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Like I said, thank y'all, and like, subscribe, comment, man. And we're going to get back at y'all again, man.
Make sure that y'all check up on us, man. Peace out.
Peace out.